Good morning. This is Dr. Pete, board certified pediatrician. I just had some random thoughts. So, we know that these files that are being released contain a lot of damaging information, and we know that there's no way that the people who are in charge are going to do justice because they have no motivation financially to do the just thing, to use integrity. So let's set that aside for a moment. Let's focus on what does this administration and this kakistocracy really like to do. What are they really good at? They're good at lying, and they're good at taking other people's money. So what if I told you there are agents that belong to the organization going around arresting people that are supposedly felonious, undocumented immigrants? They're going around and they're saying, we haven't been paid yet. What if I told you that's not surprising at all? That the money that was set aside, that was appropriated by Republicans to these agencies, is not being sent to the bank to be distributed to these agents? What if I told you this was all a shift of wealth? Because each and every time that this administration gets away with a theft, they try something more brazen. Currently, this administration is trying to brazenly sue the federal government because the person in charge, the dear leader, had his tax returns released years ago, and they should have been leaked. Every other president in the United States history, since we've had IRS, that information was released, except for him. So it was leaked, and he's saying that shouldn't have been leaked, and I'm going to sue the federal government for leaking my information for $10 billion. That's a really specific number that the dear leader wants to shift from the U.S. Treasury into his account. A very specific number. Why are we just sitting here going like, that's not a big deal? Everything he does, he projects. He tells us what he's going to do, and so many people just are like, oh, well, he's just kidding. He's just joking. He's not really. No, stop telling us these things. That is a term called gaslighting. At this point, it's not even gaslighting. It's like straight up flamethrower of false information. You know exactly what he's doing. I know exactly what he's doing. You guys, the people that still support him, which is mind-boggling and baffling, you guys sit here and gaslight and flamethrow, and you're just overreacting. We're not overreacting. I'm sitting here very calmly telling you he's stealing our money. He's stealing money from the agents that he has going around terrorizing the country. He plans on stealing more money. And now he's said, you know what, let's try this lawsuit thing. Let's see if I can get, because if he can get $10 billion, which he will, because he controls the Department of Justice, he controls the Supreme Court of the United States, he controls a small majority in the House and a significant majority in the Senate. So they're going to just keep doing whatever they want. And nobody's going to say a thing because they just don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to get primaried. They don't want to get donors that stop donating. And we have to remind our legislators that even if their majority of their campaign money comes from a billionaire or a group of billionaires or some political action committee or lobbyists or the NRA or the AIPAC, even if it comes from all these people, the real people that they serve are the citizens, and we matter the most. And our opinion matters the most. We have to remind them. So think about that. We have a person in charge who is very likely he's willing to steal from his own people. He's willing to steal from a government that he runs. He's willing to do the bidding of other countries, especially Russia and China. Like, he's created discord and distrust with our own allies. He's fractured NATO just by using words. And he's insulted every one of our neighbors, Canada, Mexico, every single one has been insulted in some way. So this serves a purpose. It's, undermining the trust and cooperation of the United States and the global community, and that's on purpose. It's serving the bidding of one person, maybe two. So just random thoughts. He's stealing from the ICE agents. He's stealing from us, the taxpayers. He always was going to just steal, because that's all he does. That's all he knows how to do, is take other people's money and lie. Random thoughts.